Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca Adams. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Allow your soul to live abundantly and freely while you're here. You know, we are all born and we all have a mission, why, and calling, and your soul actually wants you to do all of that. Okay, so it isn't wise to actually do stuff that you don't enjoy, do stuff that doesn't align with you. It makes you feel icky, it makes you feel negative and sick, and it just doesn't pour joy into your life. Your soul wants to live abundantly and freely, so allow it to do that. Don't really put yourself under too much pressure to do something that you don't enjoy doing, that doesn't light you up. You know, there's a big difference when you are actually doing something that you enjoy. You know, think about what hobbies you have and you love them. Maybe you play golf, maybe you go out on the yacht, maybe you go skiing, maybe you do photography, or you walk around in nature, you go hiking. Think about all the different things, the different aspects that you enjoy doing. Can you see what vibration and frequency on? You're smiling, you're in your element, it's amazing, it's incredible, everything like that. So even though you may have a job, career, business, anything like that, you know, you need to pay the bills, you enjoy doing it, but you know, it pays the bills, but then you actually fulfill your life with all of the rest of the stuff. That's great. It's a great balance and everything else. But the one thing that I don't want you to do, and I encourage you to kind of really step away from all of this, is being surrounded by icky negative thoughts, actions, hobbies, things like that you don't want to do. You know, anything that doesn't make you smile, anything that is basically toxic to your soul, because your soul wants to live freely. It doesn't want to be constrained with anything. It doesn't want to be like a butterfly in a cage with a little chain around its ankle, okay? It needs to be free. It needs to do the things that it wants to do, what you're here for, your innate skills, talents, knowledge, wisdom, things like that. And then obviously as you grow and expand and you actually age and you experience things through life, you can add more and more and more to it. Do you get me? So you may know someone who is absolutely categorically so happy when they are out playing golf, or they are swimming, or they are doing something else, and they just ooze happiness. Their aura is amazing, their energy is on point, whereas you may feel contracted yourself because you're miserable, you're upset, you're angry, you kind of feel trapped in the job or the business, and you've got to remember to pivot. You've got to remember that changes are necessary. They are inevitable. They are going to change you and help you to actually identify what feels good and what doesn't. It's whether you can actually see it or whether you're consumed by the outside influence, whether that's people or situations or scenarios or whatever, you know? So it is all about allowing your soul to live abundantly and freely while you're here. That's what it's here for. But in order to do that, you've got to give yourself permission to actually step back and release everything that you've been programmed to do by somebody else or situation or whatever, and actually work on yourself and heal all of that so that you can move forward with confidence. Give yourself permission to make the decisions you want to do. Whether it's to leave your job and career and do something else, that's entirely up to you. Whether you want to, you know, get up and move country, move county, move state, whatever it is, whether you want to say bye-bye to what you usually do and hello to something new, you know, but you'll feel it within your soul. And I always say to follow your inner compass. It is your direction. It is your own unique path and journey that you need to embrace. And your gut, some people call it your gut as well, so follow your gut. It is directing you. And it's not directing anybody else, because obviously it's yours, it belongs to you, it's you. Your soul is you. So it is all about releasing the control of the ordinary, shall we say, and stepping into the exceptional, stepping into the extraordinary, and really doing things that light you up, and sometimes, no, you're not going to make money from it. Sometimes it is just a hobby which doesn't need to be molded into a business so that you earn money. You must find, whilst you're here, something that lights you up, that you can actually switch off from work, switch off from whatever it is, and really delve deep, whether it's reading a book, whether it's recording podcasts, whether it is going for a walk in nature, whether it is snorkeling, whatever it is. I know what lights me up is walking in nature. I love to read. I love to talk. I absolutely love to travel. Love to travel, and I love photography. So, it is really great that you can tell in my voice, I just light up. It's just amazing. When I'm traveling or when I'm doing something, it's absolutely amazing. It just feeds my soul. And the way that you kind of identify whether it feeds your soul is, what is something you're doing that's draining you, draining your energy. You're completely knackered, tired, obliterated, everything. You're so exhausted. You need to reduce that. I understand projects, tasks at work, things like that. I get that, right? But what you need to do is kind of do more of things that make you smile, bring you joy. You're like, oh, I can't wait to do that. I'm doing that, or whatever, you know what I mean? And allow yourself that time. Give yourself that grace period to just fathom it out, work it out. Don't put yourself under pressure to go, I must. Give yourself time to just sit and be, and then work it out and see and feel into, how you are feeling when you do those things. And then guess what? You light up. Your energy changes, everything changes, your mood changes and everything. And then guess what? You need to give yourself permission to do more of that. Please. Yes. This is what we want. Okay. So in order to allow your soul to live abundantly and freely, you've got to get out your own way. You've got to give yourself permission. You've got to give yourself the grace period and nourish and nurture yourself like you're charging yourself up like a mobile phone. You have to really step up and do that for yourself. So let me know how you feel, what things you love to do. Tag me in them. My Instagram handle is Rebecca Adams 187. Tag me in all the joy. Tag me in everything that, feeds you, that feels good to you, that really lights you up and gives you the energy and makes you feel absolutely phenomenal and amazing. And really step into your life, show up to your life, because you're only here once. Life is precious, and it is all about you allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to do what feels good and lights you up. And I'd love to hear from you. My website is RebeccaAdamsBiz.com. I will pop all the links in the show notes. Come over and let me know how you're getting on, and I'll see you on the next podcast episode.